My child, I speak to you now with love everlasting. Lend me your ear and open your heart, for I have wisdom to share that will light your path. Too often my children wander through life weighted by burdens not their own. They take up burdens never meant for their shoulders, not realizing that I have already defeated the darkness and cleared their way to walk in freedom. If only more would lay their struggles down, humble themselves before me, and let me lift them up. So I tell you plainly, when you rise to greet the dawn, bow down low first in the quiet, just you and me. There in the stillness, surrender all that troubles you and trust me fully with this new day I gift to you. Let my peace wash over your soul until you are filled to overflowing with my strength. Only then will you be ready. For outside your door, forces gather to test you. The world clamors for your attention, quick to judge and question. Problems arise that tempt you to grumble and despair. Pain leaves scars that can harden your heart if you let it. Pressure mounts constantly, demanding more than you can give. But my beloved, you were made to not just survive, but thrive in the midst of the storm. With me as your compass pointing true north, no wind or wave can knock you off course. My word says to be still and know that I am God. Stillness comes before action. Rest comes before labor. Wait on me to renew your mind and refresh your spirit. Have you not read how I deliver the godly out of temptation and rescue the righteous? I am faithful. What I have promised I will perform. But first you must abide in me, drinking deeply of my spirit until my peace becomes your peace. My strength, your strength, my wisdom, your wisdom, and my victory, your victory. Consider the garden that requires constant care and nourishment. Does it not thrive best when tended regularly, receiving water, sun, and the gardener's touch? How much more do you, my precious child, created in my image, need to root yourself in my love to grow according to my purpose? Let this be your daily ritual. Absorb my word as sunlight for your soul. Immerse in my presence as the life-giving rain. Commune with me in the quiet of your heart, allowing me to nourish you from within. Then, no matter what comes against you, you will rise above, overcomer that you are. No weapon formed can prosper. No obstacle can stop you. Partnered with me, guided by my spirit within you, you will blaze trails of redemption everywhere your feet take you. For my spirit will follow wherever you go, a spirit that clings to those you pass, stirring hunger deep in hearts once hardened but softened now by grace you carry. Do not fear man's reaction should they reject this gift I bestow freely through you. Did they welcome my son with open arms when he walked among them? No. Their praise meant nothing then. Their scorn means nothing now. My angels stand rank on rank around my throne even still, roared on by saints and prophets old who cheer the spreading of my word as water covers the sea. They see, they know, and their witness is true. I will sustain you today and all your days. My child, our journey together has only just begun. Each new sunrise brings fresh opportunity to walk in tandem with me, allowing my spirit to guide your every step. Yesterday's troubles may linger, but tomorrow's miracles await those willing to take my hand and follow where I lead. The world will continue to test you, its clamor growing louder whenever you threaten complacency. Expect resistance from those content living half-lives devoid of meaning. Your devoted pursuit of my purpose exposes their spiritual slumber. But weep not for these sleepwalkers, for visions of destiny propel you ever forward. Instead, let your light shine brightly through selfless words and actions. Dispel darkness around you by reflecting my glory, not your own. Wear humility like a cloak to guard against pride's deception. Yes, troubles will arise seeking to divert you from the course. Adversities like ravenous wolves, illnesses like sinister snakes, losses leaving you hollow, and enemies stealing your joy. But chains that once bound you have been broken. Scars serving as reminders will also propel you onward, and stumbling blocks now become stepping stones when you cling to my sustaining grace. Dear one, nothing can separate you from my love. No force in heaven or earth, seen or unseen. Even when you feel forsaken in the valley's shadows, I remain ever present, ready to lift you back into the light. And what of the lies that plague your thoughts during lonely nights when darkness closes in? What of those feelings of inadequacy that drain confidence required for the task? My child, refuse false projections from the enemy intent on holding you back. His accusations crumble when exposed to my healing light. For you have been remade in my image. He has no claim over you. Therefore, let no harsh word, past failure, or anxious thought entangle your feet. I have called you by name, and you are mine. Did I not breathe life into your lungs and etch my fingerprints upon your heart? Have I ever left your side even for a moment? Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days I grant. My plans for you stand firm, your purpose rooted securely in my everlasting love. So steady your mind on things above, not earthly distractions clamoring for attention below. Fix your gaze upon the unseen realm where you are already seated with me in victory. Such eternal perspective lends power to faith rooted deeply in my word's truth. By degrees, your confident trust will displace doubt, fear, and anxiety's strongholds. My perfect love driving out tormenting fears. This is my glorious vision for you. With the darkness soon fading and new dawn approaching, fresh hope glimmers on the horizon. But first comes the midnight hour, when resilience faces its greatest test. So I bid you, stand your ground, stay the course, let courage rise. For I crafted you for such a time as this. A cultural crisis encroaches in your generation. My justice and truth under assault. Blatant rebellion to my created order spreading like cancer. Indeed, the very foundations crumbling which every past generation held sacred. And did I not warn that even the elect in the latter days would fall prey if they lose their lamps' oil and spiritual flame gutters low? But you, my child, shall defy gathering gloom as my blazing torch. My beloved, you were born for such a time as this. A strategic hour of unprecedented harvest, requiring laborers reporting promptly for duty. For the fields before you stand ripe and ready for cultivation. Awakened hearts awaiting good seeds planting. Now is time for bold initiative, not cowering resignation. Therefore, refuse hesitation when I prompt you to speak truth in season. Defy inner resistance through radical obedience when I disrupt your comfort calling for silent service. Lay aside anxiety's needless worry and spotlight seeking attention, rather sowing my words seed liberally as I guide you. Live outwardly focused, love extravagantly, give generously, lead humbly, testify courageously, and worship wholeheartedly as unto an audience of one. My child, your purpose transcends passing age and fickle trends. These fleeting earthly trappings shall one day dissolve as stars fall from heaven. But my eternal kingdom endures forever and shall soon fill the earth as once foretold. Its unstoppable tide even now builds from blossoming within humanity's hearts. Therefore, lift your downcast gaze to heaven's majesty arrayed before you. Lock arms with fellow believers walking the ancient path in holy procession. Listen for angel armies mustering in force among whirlwind winds of change unseen. Such is the legacy emerging generations now inherit as esteemed kingdom heirs. The past fading, future fast approaching. Come take your rightful place at destiny's table set for you by prophets and martyrs of old. Indeed, nothing falls outside providence governing those who love me and walk in tandem with my purposes. Even adversity serves to strengthen you as silver refined by fire. What the enemy means for harm, I transform to good, achieving my glory instead. Rest confidently in the mighty hand that guides the stars along their ordained courses. My precious one, dismiss anxious thoughts attempting to distract you from kingdom priorities beckoning. Refuse fruitless busyness, bartering lasting treasure for temporary trinkets void of value. Release vain regrets over failures past and control of future outcomes not yours to direct. Instead, live fully in each moment before you, following the ancient paths to the purpose I prepare. Now is the moment of holy history to which eternity bears witness. Generations long gone cheer you on from heaven's balconies near my throne. Listen closely and you will detect destiny's approaching footsteps fast approaching. Yes, my child, your time has come. Therefore wait no longer, my beloved one. Inhale deeply this new day. Dawning gift I grant uniquely you. The past fades fast in rear view, while ahead loom promise and potential, awaiting activation by faith. Now is the moment you are made for. Go confidently seize adventures of divine purpose prepared for you before Earth's foundations were laid. Go now through your world, confident that I go before you to prepare the way. Speak boldly, teach wisely, love completely, and remember always that my eyes are on you as you walk paths of purpose. I ordained long before you took your first breath. You, my precious child, are known. You are loved,